are bells ringing tonight in Milwaukee to honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They tolled on the Marquette campus and across the country at 6:01, roughly the time the civil rights leader was shot down 50 years ago today. Tonight, as the world remembers the life and legacy of Dr. King, we look at his impact here.
Elise Preston talked to a group of former students who were inspired by King's life.
This deep melody helped carry the civil rights movement. But on a random weekday, we heard this rich vibrato bellow inside the walls of a North Side coffee shop.
I need addresses.
I got her address.
We're here as North Division High School alumni plan their class anniversary.
Catherine Robinson,
Wilbert St. Julian,
Randolph Sterling.
All graduated in the spring of 1968.
so this would be our 50th class reunion.
Whether this one will be the same.
The year Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was killed. They remember that historic night well.
Time I got to Hopkins and Burleigh, they announced that King had been killed. And the first thing I thought, I said, man, where is our hope at?
it was very painful. And our first response as young black people was to, basically tear something up, knowing that wasn't right.
That pain, that hopelessness turned into action. Dr. King was a man, a civil rights giant who inspired the students to organize. This yearbook photo captures when they walked out of class in 1968.
The murder of King was a backlash of the civil rights movement. It was something to shut us up and make us succumb to the institutionalized racism that had been going on for years.
Charlene Harris-Cocroft says their class marching out wasn't new. They had spent their youth pushing Dr. King's work forward, highlighting their struggles as young black teens in Milwaukee, specifically not being taught black history in school.
I remember that light blue book, and the only thing that was in our history books about us was slavery.
Why is that so important? To be able to look in a textbook and have the stories of people who look like you.
You just said it. People that look like you.
Yes, that's right. We marched down to central office to ask about those black history books.
Like the open housing marches that took place in the city the year before, they recall not being scared, armed with youthful ambition and Dr. King's practices of nonviolence.
That was a big thing.
Yeah, very
I'm
big
in there
thing.
somewhere. I don't know where I am.
Yeah, we're all in there somewhere. Yeah.
But it's something that we had to do. We had to do that.
Yeah.
Our voices had to be heard.
And it was something that continued in the days following Dr. King's assassination, when these same students met at Garfield Park and, led by Father James Groppe, marched with thousands through downtown Milwaukee. They walked us through today's TMJ4 archival footage.
That's Aunt Tanya.
From their senior year,
And that's myself.
to now their senior years.
These are all North Division alumni.
They reflect on what's changed and what hasn't, hoping for more unity in the country, this city, and at their cherished alma mater.
We were there. We were there. We don't want to go back there.
No.
We want a better neighborhood, we want a better school, we want a better life.
Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
We've uncovered several of today's TMJ4 archive clips of Dr. King's time in Milwaukee, as well as marches inspired by his work. To view them, head to our website, tmj4.com. In the newsroom, Elise Preston, today's TMJ4.